Welcome everyone, I'm Brandy, and today I'm going to be creating a layout for the Stick It Down design team. For those of you who may not be familiar with Stick It Down, I would love to invite you to join us on Facebook or Instagram, and you can see what we're all about. Basically, we have a sketch for a single page, a double page, and a card every month. And we challenge ourselves to create layouts based on those sketches. There's also a design team for each one, for the double page, for the single page, and for the card. It's a different design team for each one, and I am on the single page design team. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on today. And I'll make sure that I add the links for the Facebook and Instagram groups in the description of this video. So now let me get you caught up on what I've been doing on the layout. I'm using all Hip Kid Club kit items, and mostly what you'll see me work with are the December 23 kits. So it's their most recent one that they have available. But I did use the color kit from the November 23 kit, and I also used that blue piece of paper is from the December 22 hip kit, but I just loved the colors with all of these together, so I decided to combine the kits. So you just saw me cut a border out of that pink wood grain pattern paper, and that I made a 1/2 inch border, and I'm just gonna distress the inside edges of that border with my scissors and get it glued down to the outside of the blue paper to kind of frame it out a little bit. And prior to this, you saw me stamp some snowflake images and fussy cut them out, and after I cut them out, I used the opalescent stardust butter from the color kit, the November color kit, and I am here to tell you that this stuff is gorgeous. It dries super fast, and it just adds that perfect shimmery, glittery yumminess on top of whatever you decide you want to put it on. And you'll see me use it again here in just a little bit also. So now I'm ready to attach my photos, and as you can see from the sketch in the top right, it calls for 4 photos, but it is a very rare occasion that I'm going to use more than 3 photos on my pages. So I decided to create a shaker box in place of that 4th photo. It just gives a little bit of some extra visual interest to the page and adds an interactive element also. And right here, you can see that I am bringing out that stardust butter once again, and I'm just adding it to the back of the piece that's going to be on the very back of my shaker to kind of add some sparkle and shine from the inside other than just what I'm going to put in the shaker. So I grabbed a piece of cellophane packaging that some scrapbook product came in, and I'm using that for my window element of the shaker. And I've found that when you're doing this, it's always easier to get that little piece of cellophane to stick to whatever your shaker is going to be with the use of a tape gun, because glue just, it doesn't have the same ability to hang on to that plastic cellophane stuff quite like your tape runners do. So now I'm adding my craft foam to give the space that's needed for all of the shaker elements on the inside. You just have to make sure that you get all of the pieces close enough together so that you don't leave any gaps for anything to fall out of. I also wanted to make sure that I grabbed white craft foam because I didn't want any of the other colors to cast a weird colored shadow onto my layout. So I just wanted to stick with white so I wouldn't have to deal with any of that. So here I realized that I needed to glue down all the way around the edges of that pink piece of paper so that none of my shaker elements would get stuck underneath it. Now I'm ready to assemble my shaker. I recently ran across a box of craft items that I had, and in there I had an old pepper tin full of clear glass beads, and I thought that would be the perfect element for this snowy, wintry, kind of cold, soft layout. I struggled just a little bit to figure out how I was going to get that pink piece centered inside of my window. So I just pulled out an old light box that I don't think I have used in probably 15 years, but it still works. And it's exactly what I needed to help me get that completed. Once again, I'd like to invite you guys to play along with us at Stick It Down. Check us out on Facebook or Instagram, and it's the one sketch a month for a single page, one sketch a month for a double page, and one sketch for a card every month also. We really enjoy seeing how you guys interpret all of the sketches, so we just love it when you join us and play along. I'll be sure to leave a link to all of the products that I use as long as they're not sold out. And some of them I think might be, but if they're not, I'll make sure I link to them, as well as the Facebook page and the Instagram page for Stick It Down. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about the products or the process that I've used, please leave me a comment. My YouTube channel is still very new and I can use all the help that I can get. So likes and shares are greatly appreciated also. Thanks again, guys. I hope you have a lovely crafty day. Bye-bye.